The Mandalorian Chapter 14, The Tragedy. The Tragedy, I wonder what that could be. Guys, guess what? This is just another fantastic episode. It's spectacular. We get to see Boba Fett back, and we actually get to see Temuera Morrison actually talking. Temuera Morrison? Or is it Temuera? Anyway, oh, wow, what a breathtaking episode. So much to talk about. This is a reaction and review for The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 6, or Chapter 14, The Tragedy. And, if you haven't watched one of these from me before, I can't show you the entire video here on the side, like some people, because of copyright issues, and I don't want to get my channel taken away from me. So what we're going to do is that I'll show you a couple of clips of me reacting to it, because I do record myself when I'm actually watching it. I just can't post the entire thing, because most of it's just me sitting there going like this. But yeah, there are some key scenes in there that I'll show you. I'll show you my reaction. But then halfway through it, I'll pause and I'll talk about some of the scenes and how it made me feel and my reaction. And then at the end, I'll post my review. And that's how it'll work. Mostly I'll show you pictures and we'll talk about it. And if you want to jump ahead to some of the time codes, use the action bar down below, guys. I've broken this up into chapters for you all. And of course, if you want to see more, this is part of a playlist that you can find in the cards, in the description, and in the comment section below. All right, with that being said, let's just get to the first half reaction.
Sorry, buddy, I can't land on the top.
Wow. You heard him. You heard him. Wow. Grogu. I didn't think we would get to this part so fast. I thought maybe this would be like the last part of this season. So are we going to see a Jedi? What's that? I recognize that sound. Ah! Yeah! The slave won! Wow. Oh, that looks so awesome, guys. It looks real. So Boba and Mando are gonna hopefully fight. Cool. What's that? Okay, so I just got to the part where Mando is trying to get Baby Yoda off the rock, or Grogu. I'm gonna have trouble integrating that, but it's gonna get there. He's on the rock, but he can't touch him because of that force field. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, if you can't get to him, he's going to protect him. So he's just running off now to go help with the stormtroopers that are coming there to get him. So so far, I see that it's only 30 minutes episode, so it's just awesome. Wow, there's so much to talk about. The opening scene with Baby Yoda, Grogu, and Mando on the ship, where he's like using the ball and he's like, Grogu. I like that. It's showing the relationship between them. And that's what the heart of what this series is, right, guys? I mean, it has to be. And then, of course, they get to the rock area, and it's kind of like, that stuff looks, see, this atmosphere looks real, where the forest in the last one didn't really look all that real. It looked too much like the set. But this one actually looks like they got a real location. So I like that. He puts him on the rock, and it's just kind of like, well, do your thing, Grogu. And it's kind of like, well, I don't know. But then we hear the ship, and then when that ship came down, oh, wow. The slave one. It just looks perfect. It's beautiful. And then, of course, Grogu does his thing, and there's some weird lights around him and stuff. So he's channeling the Force, I guess, and it's putting a call out into the galaxy. And then, of course, when Jango or Boba lands, I almost called him Jango, but once he lands, they have a little bit of a skirmish. They talk, and he's just kind of like, well, I want that armor. And he's like, well, my armor? You're gonna have to take it off me. No, he means obviously his armor in the ship, in the Razor Crest. And it's kind of like, okay, well, they start talking with each other, and we see that Fennic is back, Ming-Na, so that's cool. I like that. Always liked her. So Ming-Na's Fennic's character is working with Boba now. because she's kind of indebted to him. And there was a weird scene there where I wasn't quite sure about it. What's going on there? Is she part robot now? Or she opened up her thing and it showed kind of weird things going on in there. I don't know what that is. Yeah, somebody will have to let me know in the comments below. But so far, it's awesome. When the stormtroopers came down, that was beautiful. I like that stuff. You can tell that this is just going to be like the bulk of the battle, and I like that they got teamed up. I like the fact that he said, you know, that armor was given to my father, Django, and I want it back. We're going to have to work together now to protect us, and I can't wait to see what happens next, how this is all going to wrap up. It's only going to be another 13 minutes or so, but I'm sure there's going to be lots to talk about afterwards, because there's been a lot revealed here, and so I'm guessing that maybe the Jedi can't come this quickly to come save them, right? And why is it called the tragedy? Because something better not happen to Grogu, because then I'll be upset. All right, let's continue on to the end. Yeah, she's awesome. She's really awesome. There's Mando. Yeah, Boba. Yeah. Mwah. That's Star Wars, man. Ooh, wow. Because he knows how to use the armor. Cool. They're getting out of there. Look at that shot. That is beautiful. Who directed this episode? Do I know? And into the other one? Yeah. Razor Crest! Oh, God! Wow. Yeah, you better not destroy the Slave One. Holy moly. That's got to be the tragedy.
Have the Dark Troopers been here?
Dark Troopers. This is going to be cool. Ooh. Wow. So they're complete cyborgs then, or robots, right? No. Get there. Get there, Mando. Get there. Force block. No! Grogu! Okay, Boba's on it.
Don't let them get away.
Ha! Yeah, get him. Yeah. Grogu. Oh. No. You can hear him.
Have you ever seen one of these?
Don't you dare. Don't you hurt him. It's making me... No! So a lot has happened in that episode. A lot has happened, and there's a lot to discuss. It made me feel a little bit sad and concerned for Grogu at the end. I don't like to see things get mistreated, and he was getting mistreated there. And the fact that you could actually hear him breathing and making sounds, that really impacted me. It made me feel here. Yeah, man. Okay, so let's talk about it. This episode is awesome. Each episode here, it seems like we're getting more and more. And it's satisfying because it's such a different contrast from this episode from Ahsoka's episode, but it's still progressing the story, and it's giving us a lot to chew on with Moff Gideon there at the end, and the Darksaber. When I saw it, I was like, don't you hurt him. Don't you dare. It was kind of like... You felt the menace and the threat from him. Giancarlo Esposito is fantastic. He's nailing it. I like the explanation at the end there with Boba and his armor. It's been encoded in his armor that he is a Mandalorian, right? So was Django. So that squashes that rumor thing out there, they were Mandalorians. Because there was that idea that no, maybe they weren't, maybe they were, who knows. But now, yeah, it was, they are. So that's cool. I like that. So Fennic and Boba are now going to work with Mando to get the child Grogu back, and that's going to be cool. So I guess that's the end. That's how it's going to all wrap up for the last 2 episodes. I thought maybe Bo-Katan would come back and help, but because she wants Gideon, and she still maybe could. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Bo-Katan will come back and help? That'd be cool if Bo-Katan and Boba saw each other. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, a quick 30-minute episode. I thought for what it showed and what it did, it progressed the story along enough that it gave us a lot to chew on. Seeing Boba back in his armor again. Yeah. Now, it maybe looked a little too tight fit forming for him a little bit, but you know what? I can't complain about that, guys. Seeing him in action, though, it was beautiful. And it just looks awesome on screen. I love the part when he shoots the 2 ships down, how he made the one collide into the other. That was cool. The Razor Crest. Oh, that's the tragedy, right? That's the tragedy. Because that ship, I was really falling in love with that ship. Somebody's going to have to tell me what model of, I guess it's a new kind of Star Destroyer that they have, right? Moff Gideon's. Yeah, I'm going to have to learn some new ship names here. But anyway, they launched the Dark Troopers. Now, I don't know too much about the Dark Troopers from the extended materials. I know they've shown up before. I thought they were actual cyborgs or something. I thought people were inside it, but it's clear that they're robots or, you know, part kind of like maybe Grievous-like kind of thing where they actually have parts, physical parts inside them. I don't know. I thought they were also force sensitive, but maybe not. Anyway, they go down, they get Grogu off the rock, and I was kind of like, I thought he was going to push them back, force push them back, but he didn't. Then Fennic and Mando team up. I like that. Boba follows the ships and sees that the Empire is back. They come back down and they agree to work together. And that's where we get that scene where Boba's like showing the family lineage. And that was cool. That's meaty stuff for us to get into. And they agree to work together. I like that stuff. They go to Cara Dune because I guess Mando wants Bill Burr, or is it Bill Burr from the last season? He wants him to help him find Gideon because he was a tracker, I guess. So I guess that'll happen in the next one. And that'll lead into the final big climax of this season. It was cool to see Cara again. I guess this is all we're going to see from them this season because I don't see them coming back into it. But that's fine with me. And then we saw Gideon in the interrogation room. Grogu's throwing around the stormtroopers like rag dolls. That was fun, but it's, you know, that's dark side stuff, right? He's just more or less trying to defend himself. I thought maybe he could put up a shield like he did with the Rock, but I guess the Rock helped with that power. Yeah, and then I guess they are going to harvest him. Now, this is where it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Well, not interesting, but I guess Gideon is trying to get Snoke back, or they're trying to work with something with the clones, right? Something with the clones and infusing the midichlorians. Did you notice in that one episode they didn't say midichlorians, they said MD count or something like that. But I think that's where it's going, and it's going to tie into the sequel trilogy, or at least launch Palpatine's return. And I think that's all they need to do for the Mandalorian series, is just acknowledge that that's where that storyline is going with Gideon. But I do believe eventually Bo-Katan will come back and dispatch Gideon at some point in this series. I think that's what we're going to see. And then, but of course that stuff with the clones, all that's going to get set in motion. And then that storyline will end. And who knows what will happen with Mando at the end of this series. I really don't know. I'm pretty sure, though, that he'll get Grogu back, and Grogu will probably renounce his powers. But a great episode. Great episode. I got to watch it again. It's a quick 30-minute episode. I'm definitely going to have to watch it again. And I want to know your guys' thoughts. What did you think about this episode? Because it gave us so much to chew on with the mythos and the lore. Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 6, Chapter 14, The Tragedy. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And I can't wait for the next episode, guys.